In the streets of Paris, the COVID-19 pandemic is a particularly frightening concept.
Are you afraid of this disease?
Yes, I'm scared. One needs to be extra careful.
Gilles, who's been homeless for 3 years, says he's taking all the precaution he can afford against the virus.
You bought these?
Yes, for €4.90.
Why did you buy them?
To protect myself.
France's estimated 300,000 homeless people have not exactly been the government's priority during the crisis. Charities say there were not enough tests or accommodation for them and worry these people will once again be left behind.
Have you heard about doses of the vaccine being made available for these people?
Not yet. It's not something we've been informed about so far. I think just like with the PCR and antigenic tests, it will be complicated to vaccinate people in the streets.
Complicated and slow, despite this being a key public. The homeless are among the hardest hit by the coronavirus crisis and are believed to have been the most infected with the disease. Here in the city of Paris, when the rate of contamination among the general population was about 12%, it had already reached 40% among those living in the streets. And the economic crisis triggered by the pandemic could make matters worse. 1 million French people have been pushed into poverty, and NGOs warn many among them could end up in the streets.
The crisis is like a ticking time bomb for all those that see their resources diminish and risk no longer being able to pay their rent, and in time risk being expelled from their accommodation. 8 million people are currently knocking on the doors of food banks. They're unable to fulfill their most basic needs, so the situation is extremely dangerous.
All over the world, the coronavirus crisis has laid bare social inequalities and could exacerbate them in the future, creating a cycle of social exclusion that could prove even more daunting than the current pandemic.
Things are worse by the day. People are panicking. And they don't speak anymore. They're scared, so they don't talk to us. It's scary.
Annelies Borges, Paris, Euronews.